before, I just make sure this room where I took the exams cleans, and then also I would say like 1 week before the flex test, make sure you study at the same room, because it helps a lot. Because when I'm actually taking the test, I was thinking like, oh my God, like I sit this chair, everything is so familiar, no strange people, and it helps a lot on the anxiety part.
I totally agree, Chloe. I've actually found that students are doing better on the flex
Mm-hmm.
than the in-person test because you have the comfort of your own environment. So you can study at the exact same desk that you'll take the actual
Yes.
thing using the same device, the same computer as the actual thing. You have your favorite things around you. You're familiar.
Mm-hmm.
It's comfortable. No distractions. So I love it. I mean, I hope that they continue this long term.
And one thing I want to make sure is like the room, like my room has a TV. So when I scan the room, I make sure to let the proctor know I unplug the TV, and then the wire is on the table. So she said that's fine, but I show her. I was
Mhm.
kind of nervous they will be like, oh no, no TV or something, but they didn't give me a hard time. That's good.
Exactly. I mean, the proctors really want to help you. I would think of them as a friend who's cheering for you along the way. And as you're doing that room scan, just ask them for every little thing. Is this
Mm-hmm.
okay? Is that okay? You want to make sure that if you move something, you have their permission and it's all documented so
Right,
that later, upon any potential reviews, you're not going to run into any trouble. But most of these
right.
flex experiences generally go smoothly. Of course, there are some issues, as with any test like this, but you do
Mm-hmm.
what you can.
Yeah. I also know that one of my other friends, she took it in China, but some Wi-Fi internet issues happened. She had to stop in the middle of the test, and then she couldn't get anyone reply her back within a few days, and she had to like schedule it to the next LSAT, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, that's really frustrating. LSAC has been getting so
Yeah.
many emails and messages that they're not always getting back to people quickly, which is unfortunate. So you do what you can, you control what you can, make sure that you have the best internet possible. Plug in with
Mm-hmm.
an Ethernet cable if you can, like a
Yeah.
wired connection. Better, it's better than Wi-Fi. If you're able to do that, you can even buy an Ethernet cord online for probably like $10 at most, probably less even. And if you can plug in, it'll maximize the likelihood of a better experience. And if your home environment is not good with internet,
Mm-hmm.
then LSAC will pay for you to take it at a hotel. So that is another
Mm-hmm.
option.
I think another option the test taker can think about is getting like a Google Wi-Fi Nest.
Mm.
That helps a lot on the internet speed. Um, they can try and see right now. I think they have a Black Friday deal today, but I don't know when this podcast posts. But they can always try it out. Google Wi-Fi Nest. I would recommend it. It helps a lot on the internet speed. Otherwise, your suggestion is also good. And also, the day before the test, I would suggest like just really clean up the room, make sure there's nothing's on the table, cleaned, nothing under the table as well, and then clean the computer, clean like just remove all the Google extensions. Because on my test, actually, I thought like I heard some people they say you have to install something before the test, and then I thought that would automatically block everything, apps, including emails, text message on my MacBook, but it's not. When I take the test, um, my coworker texts me, I think some work stuff, and it showed up on the right side of the screen.
Oh, yeah.
So I was freaked out. So I was like, oh my God, what to do? And then I immediately click dismissed, and then they didn't flag my video after. My score released as the same speed. So luckily, that's but every proctor is different. I heard some mm, not good not good experience stories online. So I would still suggest like just block everything.
That's great advice. Yeah, I mean, you got lucky in that case, but we definitely want students to avoid having issues. And so make sure all the other apps are closed, that you said that the extensions, to remove the extensions. so that nothing
Yes,
can
yes.
pop up without you wanting it. Another thing I'll add to that actually is your smartphone, to make sure your smartphone is silent, turned off, airplane mode.
Right.
Nothing will make noise with that because that could be an interruption of some kind too.
Right. Like Google extension like Honeys and your Honey extensions and
Mm-hmm.
email extensions and just block, make it as clean as possible. That will
Definitely.
guarantee like a smooth testing experience. That's one thing I would so regret. If I would take a test again, I would just eliminate it, even though the proctor didn't say anything, but I would rather this not happen.
Yeah, no, you just want to avoid the stress, even if it doesn't cancel your
Yes,
score, flag your score. You want a smooth experience and you don't want the interruption to stress you out during the exam. But it sounds like
yes.
you had a pretty smooth experience, Chloe, overall.
Oh yeah, that better than my first time. The first time I was taking a test in person, and then the test got canceled after waiting 5 hours
Oh my
at the
God.
testing centers. Yes, and then we didn't leave the testing center. That's like back in January this year, and then I waited. I got to the test center 7 o'clock, and then they then started, and then they asked us to wait until like 1:32, and they said, "Oh, we didn't get the tablet, so we had to cancel the test." And then I have to make tons of calls to LSAT. That's like
Yeah.
every call is like at least 45 minutes. And they go by Eastern time, and I always have to wake up like 6 in the morning and just to have the phone waiting, holding next to me, and then while fall asleep, and then yeah, definitely not a good experience. But how they take care of this is they offer me like 4 times free, I think it's the fee waiver for applying law school for law, and then they help me arrange a new test. I think it's in, oh, actually, sorry. Actually, this test I was happening in November test, and then I have to rearrange to January.
Right. So this was like a year ago at this point now.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So that one, that in-person test gave me a really unhappy experience. That's why I don't have a good experience with in-person tests. And with this flex test, it's totally different experience. I love it. I'm taking the test at the same room, same desk, and I have a gaming chair. I can just lay my legs and just do. It's just like what I feels like is I feel like I'm taking a test that is from just like another regular PT.
Yeah, that's exactly the thing, is that because, like we said earlier, the same environment, it's so much more comfortable, and you even have your favorite chair that you're comfortable with. That's awesome. I mean, I'm sorry to hear about what happened with your previous in-person test. There were a lot of issues with getting tablets to people back when it was the digital LSAT in person on tablet. The tablet's not working properly. And the
Mm-hmm.
whole times with LSAC, they've been pretty bad this whole year, even with COVID. It's not like they got better. If anything, they got worse. But at least so many of those issues are behind us now. And you had a smooth test day. You got your score. So you're good now, right?
Yeah, I really hope I really hope for LSAT they can keep this format because it really reduce a lot of stress and anxiety for test takers. And also for the phone, I also want to mention is on the date when I scan the room, um, I use my phone, and I don't know why I heard like you cannot use your phone. I think it's before scan the room, you can use your phone. You have to turn on the front camera and show the proctor what's in front of you. And then after that, she asked me to turn off the phone in front of her and then put it away on the room and in the room. And then before taking the test, I asked her one more time, can I go to the restroom? And she's very nice. She said, yes, you can. And then come back, just rescan the room really quick, and then start a test.
So what's next for you, Chloe? Did you apply yet?
Yeah, I already submit all my application, just waiting for the results. But the process, the wait time, oh my gosh, I always like check my status every week, and hopefully I'll get back something this month.
Yeah, I hope you hear something soon. You applied to a lot of schools.
Just The law school in California because I love California. I don't want to leave here.
Nice, nice. And for folks who are watching on my end, do you want to share a little bit about your YouTube channel?
Yes. It's called So Chloe, SOOOCHLOEEE, or you can search my LSAT-Flex experience. The video will probably pop up.
Oh, fantastic.
Or my Instagram SOOO30 and Chloe CHLOE 3E. Easy to remember.
Nice, nice. Okay, well, send me the links and I'll include them in the description. And then for folks who might be watching elsewhere, you can find me, Steve Schwartz, over on the LSAT blog, as well as the LSAT Unplugged YouTube channel and podcast. I'm also on Instagram at LSAT Unplugged.
I actually also watched your channel and podcast, and I was surprised. Wow, I've been like watching your channel since last year, and I've also listened to other podcasts. Your podcast is really helpful.
Oh, awesome, Chloe. I'm so glad to hear. I didn't even know that. Great. Well, I'm glad we connected. Please keep in touch and let me know how it turns out.
Please keep in touch. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.